Man, if it's not one thing, it's another. And usually that's just a mess is what I mean. But starting this off with today's video, gonna be a short, sweet, to the point, a little bit of a progress update instead of a whole bunch of work. Last video, we got what we needed done on the big truck to actually get us the step forward to being able to start it for the first time. Huge relief off my shoulders, and then of course I get kicked in the butt by waiting for parts again. So now that said parts are here, we have our M18 bolts for the radius arms. Be able to put all 4 radius arms on the truck, hang the arms on the truck, mock all that stuff up. Huge motivation to get that done. I threw in that gas tank as we saw last time. Have the other tank ready. I just had to do a couple more of the modifications on the filler neck. If you're not familiar with gas to diesel stuff, a gas fill pump is one size and a diesel fill pump is another size. So yeah, I just modified the gas fillers to accept any size. I can't wait to do some diesel long range with those. Like I said, we're one step closer to being able to start this thing. I've actually gone through, started laying harness out, figuring out where the ECU is going to go, and tons of little odds and ends like that. Just little stuff off camera as usual. Getting exhaust just thrown under the truck so I have an idea where it's going to go, tranny lines, all that little stuff. But now we're rambling, and that's not what today's about. Today's about actually not really doing anything. I got a bunch of stuff in the mail, like I said. I got those bolts. We have a bunch of, this is actually a MAF block, some pie cuts, big old chunk of 4-inch stainless, so we can actually make a mass airflow, so we can make an intake. For the first start, probably utilize the stock one, and then the stock mass airflow it has, just so I can start it for the first time. Then we'll go through and make a nice fancy intake. The intake is going to end up obviously doing some craziness because this is why I got pie cuts. I don't like how this isn't short enough of radius. So I want it to come out and kind of follow that flow and then come back there. Obviously once we have the nice pretty vintage air kit, it'll all be flat, everything. It's all for stuff down the road. Today, instead of working on this constantly like I do, I'm going to get a little bit of different stuff done, which is weird. I'm cleaning the backyard, dealing with these idiots. The step side bed just sitting here. One of the problems that's just been killing me motivation wise is not having the bed on this thing. I don't know. We have everything else ready. We have the wiring, it starts. I need to clean the inside out and get ready to start painting it. I need to get the shifter bolted in, shifter cable, and drive shaft. That's it. Theoretically you could drive with a shifter cable and a drive shaft. So obviously let's make this thing drive. Without the bed, that will be kind of hard because I have nowhere to put, you know, the fuel tank and little odds and ends like that. I need to move this bike back somewhere over there, and then I need to get back into the digs. We got a new battery tray because the old one literally fell out in pieces. Everything is ready. Radiator hoses and heater hoses. Those are really the only actual mechanicals it needs. Is an upper hose, and then the lower hose is gonna be a bitch. So yeah, I guess the point of today is let's make Wifey's truck a roller again? A truck? Yeah. Take some odds and ends, some of these braces that are over here in the yard from the fleet side bed. We'll cut them down and we'll just weld them in between for now because we're missing the lower rail on this side that mimics this. So obviously I need to get another one of those. For now though, we're just gonna cheat. That's what we're gonna do. Cut some rails. I gotta cut this guy out so I can get the tank actually dropped in where it goes. Let's drop the ramble, get to some cutting, and then talk about some other progress stuff once we get this thing mocked up. Yeah, these are just mock-up, so we have a bed on it for now. So we don't have a bed just sitting in the backyard while they're trying to do our siding. Okay, you should be able to look up.
Turned on.
I think you have a bed. This should be fun. Oh well, you know what, I keep forgetting I shaved and cut off all my hair. But let me tell you, CB750 with the front wheel zip tied on. And I'm not kidding, it's zip tied. The axle zip tied in place. That moving was not easy. Let's see, oh, this side's not even zip tied. This side's just sitting. But yeah, how you like that? How you like that? Had lots of projects, they said. It'd be fun, they said. I did, however, manage to get this thing on there. It looks kind of funny because, well, one, it's just set on there. Two, no steps. They're downstairs. I gotta get the hardware to install them. Obviously, step side with step side without step, without. You get my vibe. But currently, as slow as the truck can go until we install the C-notch. We do have the C-notch and a bunch of all that stuff just hiding in here. But that brings me to, I wanna work on this thing more. I wanna get her truck done and moving for her. I mean, this thing looks so sweet. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh. I mean, the potential is limitless. That's what I'm trying to say there. You know, simple 5.3 4L60E for those who are new here to the channel. Just slapped it together, basically. It does run, surprisingly, how it sits, but like I said, radiator hoses, one heater hose. We'll get that thing together. While trying to catch my breath, while we were doing all that, I did actually swing out to Lowe's and Harbor Freight, snap me up a nice new Power by Red chop saw, because pie cuts are the world, and I am not trying to do any of these without that. And obviously I want to make this intake super nice I want to make all the welds come out just amazing. I don't think I'll powder coat it if it comes out really, really good, but we'll see. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and dive into cutting this all open, getting it all set up, checking out the intake stuff, messing around with this thing. Since I do have the filler neck mod done, I'm going to go ahead and slam that other tank in, so that way when I get the switching valve, I think tomorrow, we can actually, you know, this one's installed. We could potentially put fuel to this thing and, I don't know, start it? Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably what the next video will be, is actually the start. I mean, it's just going to be a, you know, it'll run for a minute or something like that. I'll have laid the harness on top of the engine and everything just to get the Duramax to start. Like I said, I'm still working on the ECU mount, the TCM mount. We still have to do the painless wiring video. Lots of little stuff like that. But that gives me huge motivation to work on her truck, huge motivation to work on this truck, because I'm having parts just showing up left and right, and it's almost summer. Days are starting to be nice and sunny like today was. If tomorrow is nice and sunny, we'll get more work done. If not, it is what it is. At least I got something done today, and a little bit of progress is better than no progress, right? But with that, we're gonna let you guys go. Make sure, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new here, this is us, Average Joe Builds. Average Builds and Joe. Makes sense. With that, guys, we'll let you go. Have a good night. Average Joe Builds out.